Sumaya says, my dad has a lot of loans and it's difficult for him to make ends meet. Can I give him my zakat money to pay off his debts? First of all, the scholars say that it is not permissible to give zakat money to those whom you are responsible for providing for, such as your children and offspring, and your parents, even if they go up, ancestors. So it is my duty to provide for my father, my mother, my wife, and my children. This is an obligation. When I give them zakat, which is due on my wealth, I am actually trying to make a shortcut. So I would be saving money. I have to give my parents, my children, my wife, an X amount of money. And I have to give zakat an X amount of money. So by merging them together, I am saving myself an X amount of money. And this is totally prohibited. And it's not permissible in Islam. However, scholars said, and this is the choice of Ibn Baz, Ibn Uthaymeen, and all great scholars of Islam, they said that if one of those whom you are responsible to provide for has debts on them, paying off their debts is not your obligation. What do you mean? I married a woman, and this woman has student loans. So after marriage, she's obliged to pay her students' loans, and she doesn't have money. Scholars say that because she's in debt, it is permissible for me to give her my zakat to pay off her debts. Okay, isn't this part of providing for her? The answer is no. Providing for her is to give her shelter, clothes, food, and medicine when she's sick. That's it. But paying off her debts is something extra, which is not an obligation upon me. Which means that if my father has loans, I'm not obliged to pay or to participate in paying off his loans, because this is his problem. With all due respect, he's my father, but it's not my responsibility. So if I have wealth and I have zakat, and he is eligible to receive zakat to pay off only his debts, in this case, I can do that, providing that his debts are not interest-based. Because I cannot assist someone who has interest-based loans in paying them off. This is part of endorsing riba and encouraging him to take more and more loans, and Allah Azza wa Jal knows best.